Hello and welcome to the show. My name's Chris Reardon. This is United Kingdom Talk. I was going to say our 3 times a week talk show, but it's 4 times a week now, isn't it? With the live show we do as well. Now, don't forget, if you want to join us for the live show, which is always good fun because you can join in by Skype, telephone and email as well, all live. It's very simple to go there. Just go to the main United Kingdom Talk website. That's unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Top left-hand corner, you will see a picture of me in a pair of sunglasses and a little yellow box which says click here to listen live, and it's as simple as that, boys and girls. Okay, just click on that little box and you'll be able to listen live on Monday afternoons at 12 o'clock UK time. All right, once again, Monday afternoons at 12 o'clock UK time. Go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, top left-hand corner, click listen live. All right, hope you're well today. Apologies about the sound in the last show. For those of you that are technically minded, when I record the show, the sound goes onto a separate little gadget, which I have in front of me. People that have been watching the show for years will recognise this from when I first bought it back in 2007. It's called a Nagra, and it's a professional sound recording piece of equipment. Very expensive, actually, but I use this all the time to record the sound to my shows, and also when I'm recording my DJ sets. When I'm out somewhere DJing, I always upload a DJ set each week, which incidentally you can download free of charge. If you want to try one of those, it's all music and no chat, okay? And to find those, just go to chrisreardonshow.co.uk, chrisreardonshow.co.uk. 1 hour and 20 minutes usually of non-stop music. Try one of those. And I use this all the time, this little gadget. Well, for some reason, on the last show, it froze. I don't know why. It recorded 8 minutes of sound and then it stopped. Now, fortunately, for such incidents, I'm also recording the sound onto a camera that's in front of me. So if something goes wrong with that, I've still got that. But it's never going to be anywhere near as good as the quality. So apologies about most of the last show. I know the first 8 minutes was okay, but most of it, the sound was a bit tinny, wasn't it? A bit tinny and echoey. Apology. It was like coming from a cathedral. It really was, dear. You probably thought for one moment I joined a religious order, didn't you, eh? And some nice comments actually coming in about the show that we did from the Penrose Park place, the monastery in Canberra, or near Canberra in Australia. Some lovely comments. Will we get to them today? I doubt that, because we've got this lot. Okay, we're still ploughing through the emails at the moment. The way I fixed my little gadget, I did use it again after the show just to try it out, and I found it kept freezing. So I went onto the Nagra website and I found a software update. So I'm getting quite good at this technology stuff. Oh yes, yes dear. So I updated the software on it and it seems now to be working perfectly. So thank the Lord for that. Oh my God, for one moment I thought I would never be able to talk again. Incidentally, on my Facebook page is Chris Reardon UK. All right, same with Twitter. Twitter and Facebook, Chris Reardon UK. Wayne, who's not in Reading, so he says, put a comment on there which says, where there's a mic around, Chris will find it, or something like that. I don't know what he means by that. Mic as in microphone. Is that what he said? Where there's a mic, Chris will be there. Oh, I can't believe it. There's someone at the door. Can you believe this? I'll tell you what, I'll come. Stay there a minute, you can hear what's going on here. Oh dear. I bet it's the postman. How exciting, a delivery. I didn't expect anything today. Oh, sorry a minute. Just going to have to open the door for him. There we are. Caught me in the middle of a job here. Lovely. Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. Why don't they ever send fit postmen around here? Oh, it's a box. Oh, how exciting. Who's this come from? Oh. It's a little box. Fancy that coming halfway through the show. Oh, I don't think we're going to get onto these emails now. Oh. Oh, it's from Suko in New York. Ooh. Oh, I didn't expect this. This is completely unannounced and unrehearsed. What do you mean you don't rehearse? Of course I rehearse these programmes. Hours and hours go into rehearsals before I start doing this, you know. Now let me see. Oh, it won't open. Suko, you've done this up very well, haven't you, darling? Oh, 1 minute. Oh, can't get it open. Oh, I need a pair of scissors, dear. 1 minute, can I break through the sellotape with this pen? I'll tell you what, how many pens have you broken using pens to open things? I bet you have, haven't you? Oh, a little box. Oh, and a note. Just a minute. Oh. What is this? Needed friends. Suko's written a little message. Dear Suko, dear Chris, some sweets to the sweet. Oh, some sweets to the sweet. Are you suggesting that I'm sweet, Suko? Oh, you don't know me very well at all, do you? She says, enjoy with love from Suko, Jerry and Jade. Chocolates from San Francisco. Let's have a little look in here. Ooh. Oh, they do look nice. What are these? Chocolate squares, pecan pie, and... Just a minute. Pecan pie chocolates. Oh, yes. White mint. Oh, Lux milk. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, Suko, I can't eat chocolates. I've given up chocolates and crisps for Lent, dear. I'm going to have to wait. Oh, hang on. What's this in here? Oh, now you're talking. A tin of Bush's beans. We love them, dear. Oh, thank you, Suko. Well, I can't eat the chocolates till Easter, because I have given up chocolates for Lent, my darling, all right? So thank you very, very much for sending them. What a nice present. A little birthday present for Suko. Oh, darling, thank you so much, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so let's move on to emails then. I told you about the Nagra thing, didn't I? So I downloaded the software, that's all working all right now. I told you about the new live show, apologised about the sound. There were some other bits, but we must move on to the emails because they're building up, darling. First of all, we finished the last show with this one from Kensington 25 via YouTube, which, if I'm correct, is William, actually. Hello, William, who says, on the subject of your Sydney shows, awesome, best city in the world. I know I've read this bit. All right, we'll start again, dear, because there might have been people that missed the last show. Been here 3 years and wouldn't be anywhere else. When I first visited Sydney as a teenager in 1995, I had such bad jet lag that I fell asleep on the very same roundabout that you recorded one of the shows on. There's not a lot of space on that roundabout. I don't know where you fell asleep. What, on the pavement? Oh, they must have thought you was a down and out, dear. I'm surprised people didn't start throwing coins at you and that sort of thing and bringing you half-eaten sourdies. Climbed the Harbour Bridge 3 times and I love it. Oh, well, you're bloody mad then. Why do you want to climb that bridge, eh? Oh, you're off your head, you are. It's dangerous. You mustn't go up high places like that, dear. It's dangerous. I hate heights, can you tell? Oh, and yet, years ago, when I worked for British Telecom, I used to climb up telegraph poles to the top of those and put wires together and things like that. You wouldn't catch me going up that Harbour Bridge. And actually, I went on a Sydney ferry and we went under the Harbour Bridge. And I have to say, you can see on the top, you can see little figures of people, idiots that have climbed up the top of the bridge and put their life in peril for those in peril on the sea. Yes, don't want to be climbing up that bridge. One of my favourite things to do, he says. Next time you're over here, or where I dare visit my own stomping ground of London again, we must meet up. Great show. Thank you very much, William. And as I think you remember, I did try and arrange a time within my holiday to come and see you, but I never got round to it, did I? So that is definite for next time, and I'm hoping to be going again next January, I think. I reckon, and I liked Norfolk Island, although I'll spend the majority of the time this time on Norfolk Island, I think. and a little bit of time in Sydney, because what I don't want to be doing is flying all that way to Sydney and then immediately going on another flight to Norfolk Island. Besides, I find it's always dangerous to arrange interconnecting flights, don't you? Because, you know, if your first one goes down... Oh, God, I wish I hadn't said that now. Not down. If the first one is delayed... I just found a hat in here. Why have I got a hat in the studio? It's not particularly cold. I've got a blue hat in the studio. If the first plane is late, then it throws everything else out. So what I'll probably do is come to Sydney, a couple of days in Sydney, fly to Norfolk Island, then fly back again, a couple of days in Sydney, and then back home. I'll probably do it like that next time. All right. Another email from Kensington25 on YouTube again, who says, it's an absolutely, I think, let me see. I think he's talking here about Norfolk Island, an absolutely beautiful place and close to where I live. Makes me really appreciate the beauty of my adopted country. I wouldn't be anywhere else. Thanks for the video and great show. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed. There's still quite a few more little emails to read out on the Australian shows as we go through them, all right? Ian and Sylvia, hello you two, say your Australian shows were very interesting. I'm the same way as you are, in fact. I get pretty nervous on the whole routine of flying until the plane leaves the ground. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm really terrible. On flight days, okay, I tend to be ready either in my house or at the hotel hours before the plane takes off. Especially on the last day of holiday. On the last day of holiday, usually the flight, if I'm coming back from Australia, it's always been around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? I'm generally ready at 10 o'clock in the morning. And between 10 and 3, I won't actually do anything. You know, I won't go out and look at things or anything like that. Well, number one, I've probably done it already. And number two, I'm terrified of... I'm absolutely serious. Terrified of something going wrong and then me missing the plane. I mean, what if, when you arrange a shuttle to take you from the hotel back to the airport, for example, right? If I'm sitting in the hotel and the shuttle's arranged, say it's a 3 o'clock flight, I won't have to be at the plane place till the airport till 2 o'clock. And perhaps I've arranged the shuttle for 1 o'clock, right? Well, if they say I've got to be at the airport at 2, then I'll be there at 1, okay? And then... If the shuttle is due to take 30 minutes, I'll give it an hour. But if it gets, if I've arranged a shuttle for 12 o'clock in the afternoon, when I say a shuttle, like a minibus or something like that, or a cab, not likely to be a cab because they're more expensive. If I take the shuttle, then if it gets to 12 o'clock, if it gets to a minute past 12, I'm sweating. I am sweating and worrying to dear. He's a minute late. Oh my God, I'm going to miss the plane. I mean, I forget the fact that I've already built in an extra 2 hours for things to go wrong. I'm really bad at that. I get so worried. Ian says, I'm a worrier when it comes to time. I'm always early to the doctor's appointment. Yeah, me too. Well ahead of the time I'm supposed to be there. Oh, I do that at the doctor's as well. Sometimes, if I've got an appointment for something or whatever, and I get there. Say it's an 11 o'clock appointment. I'll be there at 10:15. I say, hello, come for 11 o'clock appointment. Oh, she get, oh, you're early. And then she'll, because they have a little pile of numbers, and say the top number is 10. She said, well, you're a bit early. I'll give you number 14. Oh, yeah, you won't jump the queue just by getting there early. I would be interested to hear your next few podcasts where you describe Norfolk Island. Well, I hope they've already been on there, of course, so I hope you enjoyed those. I'm way behind with these emails. I'm sure not many people have been there. No, I don't think they have. And believe me, you're missing something. Norfolk Island is the place to go. Now, there's plenty to do if you want to do things. Fishing, travelling around, various little places that you can visit. But really, it's the ideal place to go if you want a couple of weeks of doing nothing but perhaps aimlessly walking about this beautiful island, going down to the beach. The beaches are beautiful. You won't find any rubbish anywhere. I mean, there really isn't. Why? Not because they clean it up. They just don't drop it. You will find people's houses are open, cars with keys left in the ignition. It really is unbelievable, this place. It's you know, if I wish I could find someone and I would move there and live with them, and that's it until the end of my days, which hopefully won't be for another 20 or 30,000 years. And I have, of course, been booked to talk for every single one of those years. And believe me, I will. On the YouTube again, Pack Jim 56 writes this: Chris, honestly, doesn't Australia have any laundrettes? Now, he says this because I did tell you I did manage to wear the same T-shirt for 5 days. Okay, because I wanted to travel light this time, so I'd already decided that I would only take 5 T-shirts for 3 weeks. And I managed to wear 1 T-shirt, no, actually, I think for 7 days. That's pretty good going, isn't it? By then, it was absolutely minging. It was. But you just keep putting the spray on. The funny thing is, when you wear clothes for a long period of time like that, it smells more and more of deodorant because you keep putting more and more on, don't you? But I did have a shower every day. It's not like I was dirty and filthy. Pack Jim says, I know they have laundrettes in London. I found one around where the Cockneys hail from, where I was astonished to find people actually speaking like they were right out of the musical My Fair Lady. Yeah, people do speak like that, dear. They do. All right, mate, how's it going? Also, if you buy a small bottle of Woolites, you can wash your T-shirts in the sink of your hotel room and then hang them up to dry. Signed, Busybody Yank from Garden Grove, is it CA, California? I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. Busybody Yank. Have you got to be serious? Wash your T-shirts in the sink of your hotel room. I haven't gone on holiday to do washing and ironing, dear. You're having a laugh, ain't you? Dear me. Never heard anything like it. Washing up while you're on holiday. Oh, dear. We love it. Another one here from Kensington 25. Awesome shows, Chris. I enjoy your shows very much. What amazes me most is that you can find so much to talk about and do not dry up, which is an excellent skill to have. Nothing worse than being stuck for something to say. Looking forward to more shows, and that's from William. Well, William, let me tell you, this will absolutely surprise you, right? Along with many, many other people. Before I do my shows, whether I'm doing the recorded ones or the live shows, always, without fail, before I record my shows, right, I sit here and I think to myself, what on earth am I going to talk about? I have lists in my book of subjects to choose, not so much at the moment because we're going through all the emails that have come in over the last few weeks, right? I have lists of stuff to talk about in my book that I've written down during the day or during the week, and I sit here and I think, what if I dry up? I've done this show for nearly 5 years now, and I am still exactly the same as the first day I did it. I don't know. And the answer to you there, William, is I don't know. I don't know why I don't dry up. No idea. I'm not confident doing this programme. Never have been. Funny, isn't it? Perhaps that's one of the secrets. I don't know. There is certainly... You see certain people on the telly who are overconfident, and I find it almost unfriendly. You know what I mean? They're not kind of... I can't quite explain it. When you think you're really, really good at something. Now, I'm not asking anyone... I don't want anyone to write in now and say, oh, you're really good at that. Don't do anything like that. But I'm telling you now, everything that I've done over the years, I've never felt, including this, that I'm particularly good at anything. That's the absolute truth. There are probably people at this moment nodding their head and agreeing with that, aren't they? Eh? Incidentally, I meant to say, also apologise. I apologise for the sound on the last show. Those of you that watched the show, I must also apologise. One of the videos from Norfolk Island appeared to be stretched. Right, it was actually stretched. I had a problem with the recording of the picture on that, and so that's how I got around it. I had to stretch it. it was actually 3 minutes short whenever I tried to put it in the proper format. So I don't know what happened there, but I had to stretch it to get it on. Don't know what happened, so apologies for that as well, okay? And look who it is, it's CW in Victoria, Australia. Good day, Chris. It's Chris from Victoria, Australia here. Hope you had heaps of fun when you were in Oz. Just wanted to say a quick happy birthday to you for the 5th of February. Yes, I know I'm a bit late. Yes, a bit, dear. A bit. You're very late. Oh, dear me. Very late. I have a birthday myself on the 12th of February. I'm turning 36. Oh, right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. I must say that the white hairs are attacking my head at this very time. Wishing you the best from Chris in Victoria. Do you know, have I already read that out? You will find your white hairs grow out at right angles. I don't know why. It seems to be something that the Lord has designed into our hair to make sure that everyone, as many people as possible, notice the white hairs. Here's a tip. Keep your hair very short. Okay? That's a tip from me. Hello to John, who says, I'm really enjoying your live shows. As for James Dean, I think he's got good dress sense since most of the clothes he wears are his boyfriend's. Thank you, John. I'm glad you enjoyed the live shows. Right, nice long one here. And this comes from Damian, who is in Poland. All right. Hi, Chris. It's Damian here from Poland. I know you were in Sydney, weren't you? It must have been great for you, I guess. Yes, I loved it. I watched your latest show on YouTube in January, and I decided to drop your line because actually I used to live in Sydney back in 2004 to 2005 for about a year. Your video reminds me of wonderful days I spent there. I mean, living there and going to English school, and of course, I did a little bit of working to earn money for living. Anyway, I'd like to share with you some things that I had a chance to experience over there doing my say. He says, sorry about the English, don't worry. He says it's still not good enough, what I would try to explain in a good way. Don't you worry, I will decipher it. I am translating as I go along, don't worry. As I said before, up there, I had a wonderful time in Sydney. I must admit, the weather, the fresh air and the beautiful birds singing in the morning when I was coming back home from work. That all was something that I'll never forget, never ever in my life. I wish I could be back there someday and maybe live even forever there. Backing on to my plot, apart from good times in Sydney, I also had bad times. I need to say that I met with bad, bitter things as well living in Sydney. I mean, especially people living there. Aussie. I know that my spoken English wasn't very good and still is not good. However, the people there seem to be very reserved towards foreigners. They didn't seem that they really wanted to engage in any kind of conversation with you or whatever. And that to me was very painful, and I felt terrible because I had gone to Sydney in the hope that I would find a lot of friends there and learn good conversational English. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. What else can I say? Well, I mean, I can't really comment on that. You see, I suppose being English and speaking English, I didn't come across that problem, so I can't really comment. And I'm sorry you had so much trouble over there. Maybe some of the Australians who watch the show can help us with this one. Is it hard for kind of people who don't speak English to get on there? I don't know. Damien says, as I'm a musician-singer, he says, I'm an Elvis impersonator. Actually, strictly speaking, it doesn't matter. Okay? Well, I remember once that I read in the paper about some blues clubs that organised jam sessions. I went there one night. Of course, it was the blues club in Sydney, Sydney Blues Society, that people are meeting to sing or play guitar together just to enjoy. I remember that I put my name on the list to sign up, and after a while, I came back down to sit down, relax, and waiting for my turn to show up and sing, but it never came. To my surprise, some guy stood up on the stage and said straight to the microphone that only people from Australia can be part of it. I mean the jam session. Only they were allowed to sing or play the guitar with others. He said that. It was horrible and very sad for me. I felt like a real stranger for the first time in my life. Alien. Someone unwelcome. That was one of the reasons I had to come back to Poland after 1 year of staying there in Sydney. Sometimes I feel like I wish I should never come back. Yes, I miss for Australia. I regret sometimes the decision of coming back. Sorry, Chris, for this personal confession, telling all these things to you. Probably it doesn't matter at all. Well, of course it matters. Of course it matters when someone doesn't feel welcome. I tell you what, when I'm DJing or doing karaoke, I do try and make people from wherever feel as welcome as possible. And, you know, it's very sad to hear that you had this problem. I don't know, really. I mean, I don't really go out much to nightclubs and pubs when I'm in Australia or anywhere, really. I just don't do that anymore. So you're seeing a different side of it that I would have seen. Damien says, but I would still like to see what you really think about living in Australia and stuff like this. I mean, the people, the culture, Aussie accent, difficult for foreigners, especially me. Don't get me wrong, I don't assume or something. No, it wasn't on my mind. It's not like this. Regards, Damien. He says, P.S. in my next email, I will write you another interesting topic to bring up. Thank you, Damien. Well, what do I think about Australia? Well, my favourite part of Australia was Norfolk Island. As I keep mentioning this, I found the people on there extremely friendly. I was invited round to people's houses for dinner, that sort of thing. Now, on mainland Australia, I didn't really run into any problems with anyone. I wonder if it's a language thing more than anything else here. Is it because you sounded foreign? I mean, I would sound foreign. I don't have an Australian accent. When I speak, immediately they know I'm from the UK. And I wonder if it's because you just couldn't speak English properly, which is a shame, really, isn't it? I'm sorry you had so much trouble there. I've never had a problem there, to be honest. You know, people talking to me and what have you. So I don't know, Damien. I really don't know. Anyway, have you got any of your Elvis singing on a MP3 or a CD or something like that? Maybe you could send it over so we can all have a listen at some point. Okay? The email address of the show, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. One more, a quick one today. Oh no, we might get two in actually. Again from Pack Jim on YouTube. On the subject of the pictures of the trees on Norfolk Island, he says, I have one of those trees in the front yard where I live in California. I believe they are called the Norfolk pine trees. At least that's what the fella who planted it called it. Oh, I wouldn't believe those gardeners. No, they'll sell you anything. There are really nice trees on there. Hello to Tom Harris. Hello, Tom. Does his own podcast, TomHarrisUSA.com, I think it is. He says, hiya, Chris. Just wanted to express how much I enjoyed your recent shows from Australia. I really want to visit Norfolk Island now. I want to be back there. I loved it there. Loved it. All right, thank you, Tom. Lots more emails still coming up over the next 3 shows. Do not worry. If you sent one, it will come in. It just might take a bit of time, okay? Email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Don't forget the live show every Monday afternoon, 12 o'clock UK time. Go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Click top left-hand corner, yellow button. Click here to listen live. Monday afternoons at 12 o'clock UK time. Thanks for watching and listening. See you on the next show. From myself, Chris Reardon. Bye-bye now.